That's a good thing, man. Come a little closer, man. I'm going to get a little personal with you. It's a good thing that you do have a job, and you told me your age. You know, you're a young man. It's a good thing you have a job, man. But even though brothers have jobs, right, somehow we always end up like that. You know what I mean? Where people got to feed us. You know what I mean? Don't let that be you, bro. And one way you can stop that from happening, bro, if you keep God's commandments. You understand that? First of all, I want to tell you, I want to show you that we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. It was our people when Moses said, let my people go when he came to Pharaoh. That was us. That was our people that was out in the wilderness. That was us. We're God's chosen people. And the reason why we're in this condition is because we broke God's laws. But I'm going to tell you how we prosper and get out of this. Give me Joshua 1:6. Because all we got to do is follow our Constitution. This is what the Bible is. You see how America got their Constitution and all the laws that they make? Well, we had that before they had that. We was already established as a nation. We the youngest nation on the planet Earth. We came out of Egypt as a nation. We came out of Egypt as God's army. But look at God's army now. We begging for food, bro. All because we won't listen to the scriptures. Read what you got.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
See what they called the Bible? They called the Bible the book of the law. Read.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Let me ask you a question. When the last time you read the Bible? 2 days ago? Read that part again.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
So read it more often than 2 days ago. You understand? Because that's how we prosper. And it's going to tell you. Read.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
So that's how we do it, bro. It's just that simple. But our people, we don't want to do that. We want to go beg people for lunches. You know what I mean? Instead of the God. All we got to do is be patient on the Most High. Give me Lamentations 3 and 23. I think that's what I want. Lamentations 3 and 23. I want to show our people something. All we got to do is come back to our Father, the God of our salvation. Read what you got.
Lamentations chapter 3 and verse 22. Bring it up. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed.
Because it's because of God that we're not done away with. It's because of God and God alone that we was put in these conditions. And it's because of God and God alone that we get out of these conditions. It's because of his mercy, bro, that me and you ain't over there begging for food. You understand? It's because he's merciful. But see, look, the difference between I and you, I understand that. And so I said, okay, well, listen, let me go help my people. Because the more and more I help my people, the better and better chances we have of not being in that position. You understand? Read.
Because his compassion fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness.
So we got to be faithful to the Most High. How you be faithful to the Most High? You keep his commandments. How do you love God? How you love God? What is love according to the Bible? You don't know? That's why we here. That's why we here, bro. What's your name? Jeremiah? This brother named Jeremiah, bro. Give me love.
1 John chapter 5 and verse 3.
Bring it up.
For this is the love of God.
So now he's finna show you what is love, because you might think that feeding the homeless is love. You know what I mean? It might be a good deed, and it will be a good deed what they doing today if it wasn't a Sabbath day and they making hot dogs and they knew who they were. See, our people don't know who they are, so we continue to break God's laws, so we continue to go around the mountain. Remember the children of Israel, they walked around the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights, right? What, 40 years? What I say, 40 days and 40 nights? 40 years. I wish it was only 40 days and 40 nights, but it was 40 years, bro. And that's what we're doing now. We continue to walk around in circles all because we won't obey God. All that. Read.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
So Jeremiah, what is the love? What is love? Read it again.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
So what is love? Keeping the commandments of God. That's love. You understand? That's love. Give me Exodus 16 and 23. I'm going to show you how people, they think that they showing love to our people by serving them hot meals on the Sabbath. But actually you're keeping our people in sin. But what I understand this because they don't know who they are. And so Likewise, while you're standing here, I'm going to show you who you are, and hopefully our people listening so they'll know exactly who we are, according to the Bible. Read.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said.
Hold on. Jump to 22.
Verse 22. And it came to pass that on the 6th day.
So he said on the 6th day. What's the first day of the week? Sunday, right? Now, I want you to count on your fingers 6 days. What day would that be? It'd be Friday, right? So Moses is speaking to our people on a Friday, right? Read.
On the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for one man. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow.
So if they did that on the 6th day, which was Friday, what's tomorrow? Saturday, right? Okay, what's today? Okay, listen.
Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord.
So when is the Sabbath day? Listen again. No, listen. You just answered the question. Watch this. Jump back up to 22. Let's try this again. Slow it down for him, okay?
Verse 22. And it came to pass that on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread.
So what's the 6th day?
Friday.
Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, you sure?
Well, no, Saturday, I think.
Oh, now you got confused.
I don't know, sir.
No, listen. You was right the first time.
Listening,
Yeah, I know you listened. You had it right the first time. So what was your first answer?
Friday.
Okay, you're right. Read.
Verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow.
So if that day Moses spoke to him was Friday, what's tomorrow? Saturday. Now watch this. Watch what he said about Saturday.
Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So what is Saturday?
The rest of, like, basically, you know what I'm saying?
The holy what?
The holy Sabbath.
The holy Sabbath, right? So what is today? Today's Saturday, right? So what is today? Today is the Sabbath day, right? Now watch what Moses said, what we should do and what we shouldn't do on the Sabbath day. Watch this.
Unto the Lord, bake that which ye will bake today, and see that which you receive, and that which remaineth over, lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So he's saying, whatever you're going to eat, make it today so you can have it left over for Saturday. Because Saturday is what? It's the Sabbath. Yeah, you're right. The Holy Sabbath, right? Now, give me that in 35 and 3. No, give me 35 and 3. Because I want to show them that.
Saturn's Day, Sun's Day.
Right, because our people got to know what the Sabbath day is. We do a lot of things and we go against God. That's why we've been walking around this mountain for 40 years, symbolically. You know what I mean? All we got to do is obey God. It's just that simple. Read.
Exodus chapter 35, verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
Reason why he said we don't supposed to kindle no fire because we don't supposed to cook on the Sabbath day. Yeah, you understand that? So we supposed to, the food that we have to eat today, we supposed to prepare it Friday. So we supposed to be eating leftovers today. Or you can eat a salad, or you can eat you some cereals, but it's just no cooking. And the Most High God was serious about that thing. Matter of fact, go to Numbers chapter 30, go to Numbers 15. I want to show you how serious the Sabbath day was, you understand? Until Jesus Christ came, if our people was breaking the Sabbath before Christ came, before Christ died on the cross, for us breaking that law, it was death. That was punishment by death for breaking the Sabbath day. But since our people don't see that and ain't taught who they are, they break the Sabbath day easy with no fear. Brothers got hot dogs. What did the Bible say? It's no kindling of fire, right? All right, read.
Numbers chapter 15, verse 32. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day.
So what was that man doing when he was gathering sticks? He was gathering sticks for what? To do a fire, right? Read.
And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron, and unto all the congregation. And they put him in ward.
Now, they seen his brother gathering sticks. You know why? Because what we just read earlier in Exodus, Moses had spoke to everybody, so everybody knew the laws. Everybody knew the laws of the Israelites, right? So they was like, you breaking God's laws. We ain't finna go back into Egypt because you messing up. Come on with us. My man probably was like, no, let me go. No, you in trouble. You in trouble. You breaking God's laws. What are people doing over there cooking? What are they doing? They're breaking God's laws, ain't they? You see what I'm saying? And that's hurting our people. Our people don't understand. Just that little thing right there causes us to be in the conditions that we're in.
That's right.
Just that simple thing. Read.
And they put him in ward because it was not declared what should be done to him. And the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall surely be put to death.
That's how serious the Most High took breaking his Sabbath day. He said the man should surely be put to death. Because remember, I was talking about Nehemiah. Nehemiah was going into how we shouldn't be buying and selling on the Sabbath day, and how we was taken in Babylon during our captivity, and Nehemiah was coming back to rebuild, you know, our people, our homeland. What's our homeland? Yeah, it's Northeast Africa. They call it Jerusalem now, right? Right? Watch this.
Luke chapter 21, verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
This is Christ speaking. He said, now when you see our homeland compassed with a whole lot of Romans, right? Because that's who destroyed our homeland in 70 AD. He said, knowing that the destruction is coming, right? Read.
Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains.
So he was telling us, when you see these armies coming from you, flee out of the land and flee to the mountains. Flee deeper into what we know right now as Africa. Read.
And let them which are in the midst of it depart out. And let them that are in the country enter therein.
So he's saying now, if you see some people coming, you say, don't go back home. Don't go back home. There's trouble at the house. You know what I mean? The Roman armies done came, you know what I mean? Now it's trouble. Let's get out of here. You know where you at? Read.
For these be the days of vengeance.
Say, these be the days of vengeance. What verse you at?
22.
Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Hold that. And go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. Hold on. You know what? Go back to that. I want to finish that out a little bit. 22.
For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
He said all the things that was written may be fulfilled. Because it was prophesied that our homeland would be destroyed by the Romans. And it was also prophesied that we'll be coming over here on slave ships. That we'll be over here right now doing the things that we're doing right now. Why? Because we broke God's laws. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
This is Moses speaking to the children of Israel right before we about to cross over into our land. When we first finna get ready to come up to our land of milk and honey, you know what I mean? Northeast Africa, right? So he letting us know, he giving us our constitution and how to live, right? And how to obey God and how to treat each other, right? But he's telling us if we don't do what God say, that these curses are gonna fall upon us. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
He said if we don't do all these curses, which he commanded us this day, read on.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said if we don't do all these commandments, that all these curses shall come upon us and overtake us, right? Go back to Luke. Go back to Luke chapter 2. Read.
For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe unto them that are with child.
So he's saying the things that Moses spoke of in the book of Deuteronomy that we just read, Christ said that's going to come to pass, right? So after that happened, we fled to the west coast of Africa. Once we got to the west coast of Africa, guess what? We was there for a while, but then the Portuguese, the Spanish, the Nilotic Africans, right, hemmed us up and brought us over here, right, on slave ships and start calling us African Americans. But we fled from our homeland, which is Northeast Africa, which is called Jerusalem. Galatians 4:26. Galatians 4:26. I'm trying to give them a summary of what happened to us, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's falling like I want it to fall, but I'm trying to give them the sense of who we are and how we got in this situation. And the reason why come you see some of our people over there begging for food, and some of our people catching the trains, you know what I mean? And some of our people just out of their minds. All this was written in the Bible that would happen to the children of Israel if they broke God's laws. Not be dog if we live in this today. Read.
Galatians chapter 4, verse 26.
Bring it out.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
You Israelites, you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, Jerusalem is our homeland.
That's
That's
right.
right.
That's where we're from. We're the Israelites. That's who we are. That's who we be. Where you at, officer? Go to back to Luke 21, start at 22.
Luke chapter 21, verse 22. For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
So it said, all things that may be written shall be fulfilled. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. Because some of the things that you see right here, these pictures we got, all this are prophesied in the Bible. Moses said this would happen to us for breaking his laws. Who went into slavery on slave ships? Us, right? Who are we? Look on that sign right there. On that sign, we the Israelites.
Tribe of Israel.
We the Israelites. We the Israelites. But listen. Can you go tell our brothers that we the Israelites and stop begging for food, keep God's laws? Can you tell them that? Hold that for me, officer. Here's how we know that we the Israelites, right? What tribe you from? What does it say on there? What does it say? Judah. Judah. Say it with your chest. We're from the tribe of Judah. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. This is what God said was going to happen to the tribe of Judah. Right. All praise. If we break his laws. This is what God said. Deuteronomy chapter 28, start at 64.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
How did God scatter us among all people? He put us on slave ships. Look at here. He put us on slave ships, bro. He put us on slave ships, brother, and scattered us. Scattered us all the way from over here. From Sierra Leone, bro, all the way up to Europe, to Liverpool. All the way over here, brother, to the South America, over to Brazil. You know how them pretty girls in Brazil, how pretty they look, and all them? Them your sisters.
Right.
They're my people. He scattered us all the way over here to North America, right? Virginia, Mississippi, Texas. He scattered us everywhere, bro. That's what he said was going to happen to the children of Israel. So who are you? What's your nationality? You Judah, right? Right? That's what tribe you from. 64 again.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth, even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
What do we do now once we got over here? We don't serve the Most High God of Israel. Guess who we serve? That white boy right there. You know what come with that white boy? Feeding the Israelites on the Sabbath day. Hot food on the Sabbath day. Them signs right there. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, so whosoever shall believe in him. God didn't come for everybody. God came for the Israelites. That's who Christ came from. And Christ was the black man from the tribe of Judah. Same tribe you from, bro. Right? But since we were scattered over here, guess what happened? We started serving other gods. Now we don't even know who we are. We lost our heritage. Watch this. How did we get over here? Yeah, let me finish this out. Watch this.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Our fathers never knew Muhammad. Our father never knew no white Jesus Christ. Our father never knew that. Our father knew the black Messiah that came for their people. You understand? That died on the cross for us, for his people, who taught them the real laws of the Bible, who came and manifest the laws and magnified the laws. That's the Christ that our forefathers knew. This one right here was made in America, just like you so-called Negroes were. Made in America, and we got brainwashed, didn't we? Watch this. How do we get over here? We got over here on slave ships, right? Watch this. Watch what the Bible says.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
God said we would go back into Egypt again. What were the Israelites doing in Egypt? We were serving servitude, just like we did over here. Right? Bondage, right? Exodus 20 and 2.
Deuteronomy chapter 5 and 6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage.
So what is Egypt synonymous to? Bondage, right? What's another word for bondage? Captivity. slavery, right? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. See, bro, this right here, we was never taught the Bible like this. But when you see these brothers in purple that know they're the Israelites, then we know our Bible. We know our book. The Bible is the book of the Israelites. Ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. Keep your hands off our book if you can't teach it right.
That's right.
Read.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
What do Egypt mean? What do Egypt mean? You forgot? Bondage, slavery, captivity. Again, because what was the Israelites doing in Egypt? They was being slaves, right? Are you getting it? You getting it? All praise. Read.
With ships.
How was we going to get back into Egypt?
With ships.
He said he was going to bring us to bondage again with ships. How do we get over here? On cargo slave ships in bondage, right? Look at the sign right here, right? Look at these people. Stuff like sardines, like your brother said. What if it was a sister over there older than 12 years old, right? You know, girls, when they get over 12 years old, they have some things they call their menstrual cycle, their period. What was stopping her from her uncleanness dripping on everybody that was at the bottom? Nothing. If you had to go to the bathroom, what was stopping you from using the bathroom on somebody else? You had to use it. You had to use it. So who? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So whoever was at the bottom, right? Guess what happened? Guess what happened? And the so-called slave masters, the ones who did this to us, our enemies, because your friends ain't gonna do you like that, right? The Bible even said they are enemies, because friends ain't gonna do that. All they would do every so often is get a water hose and spray it on us. And spray it on us, right? And spray it on us, right? Look at our people, them your people, them us. God said that what happened to the children of Israel for breaking his law. So what should we do now? What should we do? We gotta honor our forefathers, Lord, and honor our Lord and keep the commandments. Because our forefathers suffered for breaking the commandments.
That's right.
You understand that? This is serious business, bro. This is serious business. We know we God's chosen people. Now we got to come out here and teach you so you can start obeying the way we obey.
Right.
So you can know God like we know God. You understand? As we have known him. Read. Read what you got.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Moses said, just the way I said it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And just the way Moses said it was going to happen, it happened, didn't it, bro? It happened, didn't it? The Bible is a true book. The Bible is a true book. Moses was a prophet. You know where the prophets come from? Hold that. Give me Amos 2:11.
Bring it
I
on!
want to show y'all something. Because we're more special than what y'all think. We ain't just Negroes. They made Negroes over here in America. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't have how can you say it? They didn't have that kind of potion or that brainwashing. You can do that to last forever. Because in the Winnie Lynch, you can set that down, officer. Thank you. Because in the Winnie Lynch letter said they'll be able to do this to us forever, except a phenomenon occurred. Guess what the phenomenon was? Us being able to read, and we got the Bible now.
That's right.
We got them now, bro. All we got to do is come back to our God, and we get right back on top the way we supposed to be.
right.
And we gonna reign forever.
That's
Read,
right.
sir.
Read.
Amos chapter 2 and 11. And I raised up your sons for prophets.
So Moses was a prophet that prophesied that if we don't listen to God's laws, that we would go on slave ships, cargo slave ships, and we'll get over here and be sold to our enemies. Now, didn't that happen? So you ought to listen to the prophets. We ought to listen to the Bible. You ought to listen to these messages out here, these teachers out here, because we're telling our people how to get out this condition that we're in. And the only way we can do it is with this phenomenon called the Bible.
That's right.
Our history book. Read that again.
And I raised up of your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarites.
So God raised our bloodline of people up as prophets. There ain't no other prophets unless they coming from the Israelites. You understand? So the prophets prophesied what would happen to us. And they prophesied the destruction of the other nations.
That's right.
That's what they went on the block and teach and taught our people. Listen, y'all better start doing what God say, or y'all gonna get those pestilence and those diseases And all the things, the destruction of the other enemies gonna get. You're gonna get it too, unless you change and come up under God's wing.
That's right.
And that's what we're trying to teach our people, who they are and how to obey God the right way. Read.
Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel?
So the children of Israel are the prophets, right? That's who we are. That's who we be. That's who the Bible is given to. Read what you got. Finish it up.
Saith the Lord, but you gave the Nazarites wine to drink, and commanded the prophets, saying, prophesy not.
So a lot of people don't want us to come out here and tell them the truth about the Bible. They don't want to hear that they're the Israelites. They just want to keep begging their oppressors for lunch on the Sabbath day. You understand? So now that you know these curses happened to the children of Israel, what that makes you again? Who are you? You're a children of Israel? Right. You're an Israelite.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.